Ho, 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 motherfuckers. It's Christmas Eve and I'm fucking working. Well, only working till noon, but it don't matter. I need the money anyway, so I never told anybody that I was only working till noon. I have some errands to run after work, and I'll already be down the road here, so there's no sense for me to run home and then get stuck and then not be able to do anything about it. So kind of unseasonable temperatures today. It's a little on the warm side, and the mud wasn't too bad this morning. Whoa, baby. Whoa. So, not a whole hell of a lot going on today. Maybe with a little luck, I'll maybe here later I'll do a couple of cold starts, maybe. Maybe the last ones of the year, I guess, and see what happens from there. Figured I'd try to get a shot of the sun. Didn't really work too good, maybe. I don't know. I have to watch and see what I fucking recorded. So. Alright. See you at cold start time. I'd say I got a leak somewhere. Yeah, fuck. You bitch. That's always nice. This damn jack stand out of the way. Yeah, it works. Don't want to knock the paint off my fucking door. But here we are. And by the way, everybody, Merry fucking Christmas. I hope everybody's Christmas was awesome. Mine was alright. I just basically enjoy the time off. Oh, baby. Oh. Put my leg into a fucking cramp. Sweet smells of octane. Might as well go back here and open this damn door up before I fucking choke to death. Thing likes to load up a little bit. Show my awesome taillight display. Show you my four ways, but the little blinker is out, so I really like that LED setup back there. Makes it have a custom look. See the fucking loading up. There's that. I haven't had it stored in a while. A couple of months, actually. This is one thing right here. Well, these two vehicles in here, they are completely fucking paid for. I don't know one goddamn fucking iota of anything to anybody for these two vehicles here. They are completely, totally paid for. They're mine. And of course, so are both the Panther bodies outside. They're both mine too. I completely, totally paid for them in full when I got them. So nobody can take those motherfuckers away. Alright. I'll start the old Chevelle next. Ain't been started for a while. The seatbelt setting in my ass. All right. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. there you go. There's your Christmas cold starts. Well, it's actually, this is the Saturday after Christmas. So Christmas was on Thursday. This is Saturday evening. Fogged my windows up. Fogged my garage up here. It's all fogged up. Smelled like a fucking sewer when I got in here. So I haven't capped off my stuff yet. Yeah, I hear you, dog. Arf, arf, arf. So, anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and, oh shit, better turn my lights off, huh? I did that before. Oh yeah. There we go. I did that once before. Left the fucking parking lights on in that bastard. I went to the house. Had a dead fucking battery next day. Alright. Put a set of shocks on the cop car today. Between night and day difference the way it rides now. Jesus Christ, I thought it was going to throw me the fuck out of it. It was bouncing all over, coming up the interstate. They're at about 80. And plus, anytime you hit a bump or anything, it was like Uncle Buck's car. He just kept bouncing around in the ass, like it didn't have any shocks on it. And you wouldn't realize how bad that hurts performance until you put a new set on and, it fixes it and it rides nice and straight. Doesn't bounce around. I can go around turns a lot faster. It's just all around better. Now, of course, I couldn't get the heavy duty cop car shocks because they were outrageously priced. But what the fuck isn't now? What it really isn't. So I had to go ahead and get the regular ride shocks like that would be on the Grand Marquis. They try to make you think that, all those shocks are different. They're exactly the same. They have the spacers in them, in the bottom. They have the stud on the top that you run through the hole in the fucking bracket. It's all exactly the same. It's just one shock is bigger around than the other one. And right now, the way it stands, I don't give a shit. I had to get it. As you know, money isn't plentiful these days. So I paid $105 for 2 rear shocks for the cop car. I could have got them off eBay, but I didn't want to wait no longer. I was going to get them. I was going to order them right before Christmas, and I didn't do it because it would have took them a fucking week to get them here. And I mean, they was only like $42 for the set. And that was cop car shocks. Now, I could have got a set of heavy-duty wagon springs from like a Squire wagon from the 80s. It has the same exact shock on it. It just don't have the spacer at the bottom. I'd have had to put spacers like washers or something in it to, make up the difference. Whoopity-doo. I'd had to do that. And then it had a coil spring already on it. So you'd have had like double the springs. That would have been one rough riding bitch, especially on the fucking dirt road I got to run up into to get to the mine in the mornings. That road's pretty rough to start with. I just couldn't imagine having that heavy duty towing shock on each side and the back. So, but anyhow, there's your fucking cold starts and all that bullshit. I got to go back to work Monday. We only have Thursday off.
I wanted Friday this week, so I took it. Wasn't no big deal. Plus, it was rotten ass fucking weather Friday. It was freezing rain here all fucking day long. Because, why the fuck not? If it ain't gonna snow, it's got to do freezing fucking rain, which sucks ass. That was fucking fantastic. I love that shit. Going out here on the fucking your porch stairs and falling on your fucking ass. That's fucking great. I had to salt the fuck out of everything so people could fucking walk around. But what I ended up doing, I worked a half a day Christmas Eve, which was nice. Worked till noon. I left. Came home. Did a couple of things I wanted to do, like a whole lot of nothing. Got something to eat. Went to later on. Went to my parents' house. Had Christmas Eve down there. We all sat around, shot the shit, had fun, and all that other shit. Then Christmas Day had all that shit going on like anybody else would. Watched my kids open their gifts. Went down to my mother's, ate dinner down there. It's only, stone's throw away. So walked down there, had dinner, shot the shit with everybody all evening. Came back home. Of course, I had to clean up because, my wife doesn't like going to family functions with me. So she sat home here and made her own dinner. And then I had to come home and clean it up, of course, because, if I don't do it, it don't get done. So that's the joys. That's the joys of of a marriage that ain't worth a fuck. That's pretty much damn near any marriage today. Because if you go out and get married, that's just it doesn't mean what it used to mean. And marriage today is just fucking horrific because the man has to bring everything to the table while the woman brings absolutely nothing and expects everything and thinks that she deserves every single thing under the sun. And hey, I don't feel like doing this or I don't feel like doing that. And it's a big fiasco. It's a bunch of shit. But anyhow, getting off on a rant about the terrible marriage thing, because why would you want to waste your time with that bullshit today? There's no reason to waste your time with that. Unless you really know the person really well and you really, truly, truly love each other and you both bring your 50% to the table and you help each other out. But the trouble is, 3/4 of the population of women today think that they are automatically deserve to be treated like a queen. And it's not really the fault of women for thinking this way. It's because that's what they were taught. Because of outfits like, the Soros organization and the World Economic Forum. They've planned for this to cut our population in the Western world so they can come apprehend our country from us. So that's what that all is. That's basically what it is. Nobody can sit here and tell me that it's not, because that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. All this crazy ass shit that you see going on right now in the news and, and all the protests and the rioting and stuff, that's all funded by George Soros. And he and the World Economic Forum, along with Bill Gates and all them, those big rich elites, they are trying to steal the world from us. They are trying to take it over. They all admire Hitler and the Nazis from back in the day. They all admire what they've done and what they all were doing. They basically didn't use their brains to try and take over anything. They used their money and they used their military might that they had over everybody else to, conquer lands and, kill innocent people that weren't like them and to take over things and, kill people, gas people. They gassed all those Jews and, anybody that didn't, go with their beliefs, they got rid of these folks. Now they're trying it a different way because the World Economic Forum, George Soros and Bill Gates all together ain't got enough money to build a military strong enough to take ours. We have the strongest military on the planet. We have the most technology. We have the best weapons. We have the biggest military on the planet. And now, for all you assholes out there that think that China has a bigger, badder military than we are, you're an idiot. You're a dumb motherfucker for believing that, because they don't. Russia can't whip fucking Ukraine, let alone take care of us, and China could never fucking take care of us. They could aim nukes at us all fucking day long. We have weapons that'll intercept those motherfuckers and stop them from hitting here. How you know they even have anything anyway? They're probably all fucking faking us. Probably just saying, oh, we have nukes pointed at you. No, you don't. If you do, you might have one. And who's to say it's going to even fucking come over here? It'll probably get about halfway here and crash in the fucking ocean and burn. Because y'all are fucking idiots. But anyway, I'm getting kind of off the rail here. But Trump did some bombing over there in the Middle East on Christmas Day, which I applaud him for that. That's good. But the thing is, though, I mean, I understand you had to get those people back for killing American lives like they did. But Trump, old buddy, one thing you got to do, you got to get rid of those cocksuckers that are here. You got to get rid of those Muslims. You got to get rid of those Somalis that are here. We need to round them up and get them the fuck out of here now. They need took out of here now. I can't wait any longer. We need to get these motherfuckers out of here. And everybody sits around and says, oh my God, the Epstein files, Clintons are in trouble. No, they're not. Obama's in trouble. No, he's not. These people, okay, these people are above the law. They are very rich, dirty, filthy politicians. They're all corrupt, and they're above the law. There's nothing going to happen to these people. When they get a subpoena to come to Congress and be grilled by congressmen, they crumble that fucker up and throw it in the fucking trash. What do you think would happen if me or one of us little guys would do that shit? The fucking sheriff would be here cuffing and stuffing us in the back of a goddamn cruiser, taking us to jail. You missed your court date, motherfucker. You're going to jail. That's exactly what would happen to one of us, because we don't have the funds to back it. We don't have the funds to back our fucking bullshit. So what happens? We go to jail. What happens to filthy, rich, corrupt politicians? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing happens to them. Not one fucking thing happens to them. It's all that bullshit you see on Facebook and how, oh, the Clintons are in trouble. Obamas are in trouble. Oh, you better watch yourself, Bill Gates. You're in trouble. No, they're not. They're not in trouble. The only way they're going to be in trouble is if somebody like me gets in office. Because I will end those motherfuckers. If I got in the president's seat, there would be some sons of bitches disappearing. I guarantee you on that. And they'd all be fucking commies. That fucking so-called Democrat party, that's the Communist Party, they'd be so fucking scared of me, they'd be keeping their mouths fucking shut. I guarantee it. Because if the right person gets the fucking power under their fucking belt, that's one goddamn thing you can guarantee would fucking happen. I'd clean this fucking mess up in a hurry. I mean, my hat's off the Trump administration. They are getting the fucking shit done. They're getting it done. They're up there in, was that Minnesota? Rounding up those motherfuckers now. And it's like, oh, Tim Walz is involved in the money laundering with Ilhan Omar. Sure he is. You're fucking right he is. Is he going to have any consequences from it? Fuck no, he's not. There are not going to be any consequences drawn up against that motherfucker at all whatsoever. None. That Ilhan Omar, they're going to fuck with her and fuck with her and fuck with her, and she's going to retire. She's going to retire from her fucking seat in Congress. If she disappears, it'll be because she wanted to disappear, not because somebody made her disappear. And then putting all those posts up on Facebook about, oh, she stole $9 billion. Yeah, she did. Are you going to fucking do anything about it? No, they're not. They're not going to do anything about it. So who gives a fuck? I mean, they stole all that money out there from fucking people that needed that fucking food and money. And they put up fucking daycares. They funded these buildings, said they were some kind of daycare for people. And there's no kids there. The daycare isn't even open. It's just an empty building. So come on. Nothing's going to happen to these people. If it was me or somebody else that don't have no fucking money, yeah, our asses would be cooking in jail. They would probably fucking beat and whip us with fucking chains and stuff every fucking day because we did the nasty shit that we did because we were tired of being fucking broke. And, you know, we felt like fucking somebody over for once. Shit. I'm still choked up from the heavy octane in the air in here. But anyway, I'm getting into politics here too fucking much today. I've had a bad day today. Had a very bad day. Because just some shit happened that pissed me off and put me in a fucking pissed off asshole fucking mood today. And the first fucking thing on my list was that silver fucking car out there. That dirty, rotten fucking bastard. I no sooner started down the road this morning to go pick up my grocery order. And the check engine light was blinking on and off. Every fucking light come on in the dash of that son of a bitch. Mainly because I have 2 different size fucking tires on the son of a bitch. That's your traction control system and your speed sensor. And all that bullshit running amok that you don't need on cars. I'll get to that in a second. But it's because my tires are taller on the back than what they are on the front. So all those lights come on. It doesn't keep the car from running or moving or anything. But the check engine light blinking on and off is from the shitty fucking gasoline. I have a thing to say about that shit. I'm going to run down the road here in a bit. Get myself some good iced tea. Because the stuff that my wife buys is not, blowing my skirt up. So I'm going to get some stuff to suit myself. But anyway. The gasoline. Now, after I got down there at Walmart, got the order, I thought I'm going to go to AutoZone and get me something to treat this gasoline with. Anyhow, I went to AutoZone and picked up some of the, it's a knockoff of the Seafoam. It's in the same fucking can. It's hard to get open and all that other shit. So I poured a can of that in there. I poured a can of dry gas in there. Because what happens? That car's been sitting around. What happens to the ethanol is it separates from the gas. It's just like mixing oil and water together. You can't do that. It's not going to stay together for long. It's going to separate. And that's exactly what the ethanol does. It separates, it gets on top of the fucking gas, and then as it starts to evaporate, it looks like sand, and it'll lay at the bottom of your tank, and you'll suck that shit up in your injectors, and it's a bunch of shit. See, that's one thing that really pisses me off about our gasoline here today. For one, cars don't need catalytic converters. Cars don't need ABS braking systems. They don't need emissions control equipment. They don't need computers. Nobody needs electronic fuel injection. All you need is a carburetor with an electric choke, a V8 engine, a good transmission with overdrive, and a good set of gears in your rear end. Crank windows, a fucking mat on the goddamn floor, and some vinyl seats, and a heater, with the exception of air conditioning. That's all you really need. You don't need all this other shit in cars. Well, why is it that you think you have to be seen in a golden chariot going down the road? And these new fucking cars are junk anyway. They're all fucking trash. They're garbage. Right off the goddamn fucking assembly line, they're junk. And you can't do anything with them when they break down. You take it to the dealership, depending on the cost of the fix, will be whether or not you've got to trade it to fuck off on another one and have another fucking 15 fucking year loan that you got to fucking pay off. Because they say that, oh, well, we'll pay your old loan off. No, you won't. You won't pay me shit. You're not going to pay nothing off. You're just going to tack that money onto the next fucking loan. And it's just that many more years I'll have to pay on the son of a bitch. Interest rates will fly the fuck up. Your payment will go up, and there you'll be in debt to some asshole in a fucking dealership. Well, that's the plan, to keep you in debt as long as possible. So when they're shoveling dirt on your fucking ass, oh, well, let me see which family member is going to pay his fucking vehicle off, his loan. But ethanol is something that doesn't need to be in gasoline. We don't need that. Diesel doesn't need to be ultra low sulfur. It needs to be high sulfur. We don't need diesel exhaust fluid either. That is trash. That ruins diesel engines. The reason for that is because diesel engines weren't dying fast enough. And they weren't making as much money on the diesel engines as what they thought they were going to. So they had to develop something to pour in them to kill them. It's kind of like what they're doing to our food. Spraying it with fucking weed killer and pesticides. So we all get 900 different kinds of cancer, and then making processed sugars that they shove in all our food to give us all diabetes, and then to lace everything with fucking canola oil to give us all heart disease. So they got us over a barrel here. They're killing our cars. They're killing the fucking human race. And with all the ideologies of bullshit today, if they don't get you with the food or bankrupt your ass, they can always breed you out. It's one of the pages out of the, Henry the fucking eighth fucking playbook. If we can't get the Scots out of fucking Scotland, we'll just breed them out of there. We'll just give our men sexual rights to their women. And that's what they did. It's like all the Somalis and the fucking Muslims. They think that they can just nab a woman off the street and rape her. Kill her, or just rape her continuously and beat and slap her around. That's what they think they can do. They think they can do that, and they get away with it. They're in jail for a couple of weeks and then just released. They just release them right back out. And that happens heavily in blue states. That's only blue states. And I read an article that, everybody thinks I'm full of shit about the prices in blue states versus red states. That's true. If you're in a blue state, you're paying way more for things because the people in a blue state pay way more taxes, way higher taxes than people in red states do. Because people in red states got their shit together, and it's capitalism. Blue states, well, they want to go to socialism and, try to tell you the things are free, and then next thing you know, when they can't deliver on the free shit, then they make you pay tenfold more for everything else. So every single time gasoline goes down in my fucking neck of the woods, okay, it come down. It was $3.10 a gallon for months. Donald Trump kept saying, oh, it's $2 and something. The average is two something a gallon. Well, it wasn't here. It was $3.10 a gallon for a long time. It will get down to $2.99 for a day or two, shoot right back up to $3.10. It did this frequently, on and off, over and over and over. Now, I've seen it get as low as $2.74 or 75 cents here. But then overnight, back to $2.99. And it keeps happening over and over and over. Every time something comes down, the barrel price of oil comes down a little bit, this state and our local government raises the fucking taxes on it. Every time. They have the authority. They passed a bill a long time ago, secretly passed a bill to give them all the power to jack up the taxes on goods, services, and energy at the blink of an eye. They can do it overnight. They have every fucking, they're all allowed to do it because they passed a bill saying they can. So that's what's happening here. And all of you can say I'm full of shit all you fucking want to, but I know that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. And then you have motherfuckers sitting around, oh, I can't believe the Democrats are so corrupt like this. They're just doing this and doing that. I knew it from the fucking get-go. Whatever I was thinking in my fucking head was actually happening. Sit around and tell me that it's not. It fucking is. It is happening. Happens every day, all the time. And all they do is talk about it. They just sit and talk about it. Nothing gets done. They sit and talk. Oh my God, I'm going to sit here and talk about this and talk about that. We're going to put this on the news and do that. Okay. Well, do something about it, man. We elect these politicians and pay them all this money, and they sit in there on their hands and don't do anything. I'm telling you, I regret bringing children into this world. Everything is so fucked up, asshole backwards, and fucking retarded today. Everything is so terrible. I hope the fuck 26 is better. But something in my gut tells me it ain't going to get no better. Because there's always going to be assholes going against the president. It's trying to make everything better for the working man. And the state just keeps, railing us fucking working folks. They just keep running one up our asses. And then they just keep a-getting her like nothing happened. Hey, vote for me. Vote for me next time. I'm getting all this fucking mail from April McLean Delaney and that asshole that went down there to fucking El Salvador to get that fucking asshole out of jail with our fucking tax dollars. Because, they thought that he should just stay here even though he wasn't fucking born here. Calling him a Maryland man. He ain't no Maryland fucking man. He's a fucking communist fucking, what was that called? Something 13 fucking gangster asshole. I don't fucking remember what the fuck he's a fucking terrorist. He's a communist terrorist that all he did is sit around and beat the fuck out of his old lady and his own kids. And they fucking nabbed him up because he was illegal. Now all of a sudden they had to go back and get him the fuck out. Now they're having a trial for this motherfucker to see if he can stay in fucking Maryland. To see if he can stay there. So they're going to look over the fucking case and decide whether or not the Trump administration acted in the right way, grabbing this motherfucker and fucking taking him back and putting him back in jail where he was. This ain't no different than the shit fucking Castro did to us in the fucking 80s. He released all his prisoners and fucking threw them on boats. And next thing you know, they was floating in the coast of fucking Florida down here. The movie Scarface talks about it. You get a chance to watch Scarface. Pretty good movie. Watch it, and you'll see that's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what most of these motherfuckers are doing in these other countries. They're leaving their prisoners out, sending them, giving them a one-way ticket to the United States and throwing them in here. And they don't leave. Then they do their crimes here. There's so much bullshit going on. I can't cover it all myself. I can't think of it all. There's so much. They have things so fucked up and retarded and just fucking awful, terrible shit going on in our country. And it can't be fixed fast enough. I know they're trying. Now I'm bitching about it because, you know, everything's caught up with me here a couple of months back. All the bullshit has caught me, and now my hands are tied. So now it's going to be scratch and claw for everything. Your food, your energy, keeping the lights on. You're going to struggle now. And, you know, corporations love that. They love it. They love seeing you struggle. They love seeing you suffer, and because they want your money. They just want your fucking money. They don't care about you. They just want your fucking money. So, I don't know, whatever. This is just a shitty fucking rant I'm on. I hope y'all like the cold starts, and I hope all of you have a happy new year. You know, although I'm skeptical of what the new year is going to bring. I don't think it's going to be any fucking better. I think it's going to be worse than 25, but that's just me. I hope I'm wrong. So, anyway, everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to, if you don't, that's fine. But I have 801 subscribers right now, which I had never ever fucking dreamed that this bullshit would have got this fucking far. I never ever thought that anybody would have ever tuned in to watch me fucking bitch and moan about stuff and, you know, see my old fucking clunkers. But thank you, everybody. I'm grateful. I'd be even more grateful if I got paid for the fucking shit. It would help. Every little bit helps, you know. But I'm doing this all for free. Because I have nothing else better to do. Because, you know, when you're busted ass broke, what else you got to do? Nothing. I don't have anything to do. So anyhow, everybody, I'll see y'all on the next one. If there is a next one.